2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Mason. King is out there with Lynch. Then there's Royal, and it's Wade in at point. And for El Paso, Hardy is out there with Carson. Then it's Porter. And it's Augustine in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
So El Paso will get the first possession. Now, here's Hardy. Defense is right there. Here's Bowen. No good with the triple. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Pass to Royal. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
3 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Hardy. And a wide-open look for Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Toronto with the ball. It's a three-point game. King outside. Pass to Royal. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Carson. Here's Harden. A floater. That's tipped. Here's Royal driving inside.
Royal.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
So timeout called here, the first for El Paso.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. The pass to Hardy. Outside, Porter. Will it go? And there it is for him.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by El Paso on the other end.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Passes it to Carson. Buries it from three-point range.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Pass to Roy. Here's King, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Carson. Here's Bowen. Outside, Porter. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Toronto shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
First one falls for him. He's off on the second. El Paso trails by 6. There's Carson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Back to Augustine. Puts up a three. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at Kansas City. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I feel like Toronto, they've started this year as well as they could have hoped. Playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
The fadeaway. Bank shot, no good.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Now here's Hardy. Wade is covering. Stolen by Wade. Here's King. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Porter passes to Augustine. Here's Carson. Offensive rebound. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
First personal foul, first team foul.
El Paso shooting their first free throws of the game.
El Paso, Augustine, 2 shots.
The first one falls, and Toronto making a change here. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Toronto leading by 7. Here's Wade. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Personal foul,
The defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line.
for Toronto. Wade.
That free throw good from Wade. D, he's checked in for El Paso. Big Daddy comes in for Carson. That one is no good. And it's Porter with the ball for El Paso. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For El Paso, they've shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
At the line for 2.
And that one misses. El Paso making a switch here. Cooper's checked in. Jay's checked in for Toronto. Good on the second free throw. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. The pass to Roy. King outside from deep. The rebound by D.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
From deep. Toronto grabs the miss.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Timeout called El Paso.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
Mullins checked in for El Paso. And Toronto also making a switch. Blakeney's checked in. Mullen passes to D. Back to Mullen. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Toronto leading by 8. Klimov defended by George. King outside. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And for El Paso, they're shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Passes to D. And he converts the layup.
Got to show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
Here's Blakeney. After the basket by El Paso on the other end. Pass to King.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Puts the move on, and it's good on the way in. King's got 9 points.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to George. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Hardy. It's good. The assist that time from Mullen.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Down low. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
King with the steal. To the wing right side. Here's Richards. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Kick out to King. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Hardy passes to Cooper. And here's Hardy. Inside, George. The stupendous finish in traffic.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Here's Richards. And there's the pass to King. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And so it's Toronto feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged...
Put your hands together for your little Paso.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. They've got Royal. Lynch is out there with Mason. And it's Thunder, and it's Wade in at the point.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
They get it back. Second chance shot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
Toronto, Wade at the line for two.
The first free throw is good. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Carson, no good. And it's Wade with the ball for Toronto. 19-point lead, which is the... Oh!
Yes.
Goodness. Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And now, let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Here's Carson. Good on the triple. Carson's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
To Toronto.
Toronto leading by 18. Wade from outside. Wade missing again. For El Paso, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Bowen. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Toronto shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Now Wade against Washington. He was really on his game. Toronto working the ball around now.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the teardrop and the layup good by George. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Royal the pass to Wade. They grab their own miss.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
El Paso shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And Doris, in a time where we see so much international conflict, Commissioner Adam Silver has said that shared loves and appreciations, including sport, can bring us all together. It's a nice thought.
It's a wonderful thought, Kevin, and I think immediately to the NBA Finals, where I see representatives from so many different countries, China, Brazil, you name it. The opportunity to interact, to share our passion for the game of basketball. Listen, the hope is we can find more things that connect us than that pull us apart.
Mason for 3. And again, Toronto no up.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Porter. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Toronto leading by 10. Mason dishes to Wade. Launches a 3. The shot that time, not on target. El Paso goes the other way with it. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for it. Porter against Wade. Augustine. Goes back up. Left side, George. Here's Bowen. Toronto grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Wade passes to Mason. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Timeout called, El Paso.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Here's Royal. He's got 11. King. No good on the triple. Now here's Hardy. Passes it to Cooper. Now here's Mullen. Pass to Cooper. Pocket 6. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Toronto leading by 12. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. And another miss by El Paso. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
El Paso trails by 14. To the middle. Here's D. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Toronto grabs the miss. King's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Richards. Here's Royal. His last outing with 20 points. Here's King. Off target from outside.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Hardy passes to D. To end the drought, and the jumper is good.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Toronto leading by 12. Richards passes to Royal. King inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
There's the pass to Carson. Puts up a 3. And that's out of bounds. El Paso will keep it. There's 49 seconds left here in the second. Here's D. He can't hit that time. Passes it to Royal. Takes a 3. El Paso grabs the miss.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second. Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's King. And the shot goes down. King's got 27 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Offensive rebound. King with the block. Here's Richards. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Toronto leads by 17. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Well, for Toronto, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. If they can't create for themselves in the second half, things will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks, not contested threes.
And that'll do it for us. The 3rd quarter about to begin. with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Put your hands together for your
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Toronto leading by 17. Carson out there with Hardy. Then it's Porter. And it's Augustine in at the center. King outside. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
3 points.
King's got 30.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
And for Toronto, Mason is out there with King. Then it's Lynch. Then there's Royal. And it's Wade in at the guard position. Scooped up. And it's Wade with the ball for Toronto. King right side. The tray. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Come to me.
Porter outside. And he's good on the three ball. Porter's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
King outside. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And for El Paso, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Hardy passes to Carson. Porter with it. Some nice ball movement here by El Paso. And that one's good. Hardy.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Wade passes to King. And they'll get another chance. Five to shoot. The three. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. For El Paso, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And it's Wade slamming it down.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Carson. The three-pointer is right on target. 10 points for him.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Pass to King. Can't hit from in close. For El Paso, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Porter passes to Hardy. Here's Bowen. Launches it. And El Paso, another 3.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Toronto leading by 20. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Timeout called El Paso. George is checked in for Carson. And Toronto also making a switch. Thunder's checked in for King. And here's Hardy. 5 points in the game. Augustine finds Porter. A baseline J. And it's Lynch with the rebound. Lynch has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wade from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Wade's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Outside, George. Now here's Hardy. He's covered closely. There's Porter with the three, and El Paso another three.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
From deep three-point range, and again, Toronto with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, George. Porter with it. 8 points for him.
Toronto foul. Mason. Second personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight.
Wow.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Outside, Porter. Pass to Cooper. There's the three. It's rebounded by Royal.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point land.
From deep. No good from Wade.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And that's out of bounds. El Paso will keep it. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
El Paso making a switch here. Mullins is checked in, and Toronto making a change here. 6 to shoot. The pass to Augustine. Over Sharp. And another miss by El Paso.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Three-pointer, Wade. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Outside Mullen. Back to George. Some nice ball movement here by El Paso. Passes it to Cooper. They need this. Toronto grabs the miss. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now tonight. George against Wade. Misses from short range. For El Paso, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. The shot's good from Mullen. Toronto shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Wade passes to Lynch. Back to Wade. To the paint. Uses both hands to slam it down.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
George dishes to Augustine. George passes to Cooper. Back to George. Now Augustine. Mullen kicks to George. Here's Cooper. No good from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
For Toronto, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Wade taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. 19 seconds left in the third. Here's Carson. Another shot, and what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Wade. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
And so it's Toronto sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Blunt is out there with Mullen. Then there's Cooper. And it's Dennis in at the shooting guard.
Impeccable hook from the line since halftime.
Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas. If there's any locations you'd like to go to call a game, maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
Green, he's checked in for Jay. Pass to Cooper. Dennis passes to Parker. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Over to the wing. Here's Blakeney. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Toronto shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Here's McLeod. Outside, Green. To the left side wing. Klimov. A 3-pointer off the mark. And for El Paso, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. The offensive rebound. Here's Mullen. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. El Paso will keep it. Hardy, he's checked in for El Paso.
Substitution on the court.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Inside, here's Lynch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Shooting for Toronto, Lynch. At the line.
And he sinks the second. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Wade. Pass to Royal. Shoots the 3. Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. The pass to Barker. Dennis. Wade is covering. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Wade. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
All the officials are all over that.
That free throw good from Wade. El Paso making a switch here. Conley's checked in. And Wade drops them both. For El Paso, they've gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Dennis passes to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Blunt. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for El Paso.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second. And it's Mason with the ball for Toronto. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Down low, and that one is stuffed right through.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Passes to Dennis. To the inside.
Toronto foul. Lynch. Second personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for El Paso. Hardy. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. No luck that time either. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Wade, that counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight.
Fourth team foul.
Now, here's Hardy. Wade is covering. One passes to Dennis, and they call an illegal screen here.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Singleton, he's checked in for Toronto. Wade surveying the D. From deep three-point range, El Paso grabs the miss. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Shoots off the step back. King with the block. Now Wade. Fires the three. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
First personal foul, fifth team foul.
He's off on the first. First checked in for Toronto. Shea comes in for Roy. And he's good on the second. Now here's Wade. Pass to King. Shot clock at 5 from downtown. And that one is off. El Paso goes the other way with it. Here's Dennis. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Three-pointer, Wade. The long distance three is buried. Wade's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Toronto. Now the pass to Barker. Here's Blunt. Some nice ball movement here by El Paso. Here's Conley. Rebound by Singleton. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
George is checked in for Hardy.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
George passes to Dennis. George against Green. Back to George. Passes it to Dennis. Around the back and lays it in.
What a memorable way to cap off that move. Finishes with a flourish.
From deep, Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 38 points. For El Paso, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
2 minutes.
Pass to Barker. George with the ball. Here's Dennis. Here's Conley. And it's Toronto with the rebound. King, right side. Here's Singleton, and the dunk by Singleton.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
George passes to Dennis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And he makes the first. And Toronto making a change.
Dennis! At the line.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Listen, it's only 1 miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
Assist goes to
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Back to George. Here's Parker. That 3 off the mark. Into the lane, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
5th team foul.
And the first one drops.
Shooting for Toronto. Richards.
And he makes both free throws. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Dennis passes to Parker. And the pass to Dennis. And it's McLeod with the rebound. Stolen. Pass to George. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.